start. Hello everyone. My name is Tomo. Today I'm making a video game. I'm gonna make YouTube videos of me making this video game that I wanted to make. This one I wanted to make since like my 90s. It's just I was obsessed. There was a game called Tactics Ogre that was I think released 1996 or maybe 5 or 7. I don't know exactly, but that was a Super Nintendo video game, and I really loved it. Well, I decided to become a filmmaker, and I became a filmmaker. But there has been this idea of wanting to make this video game come true that I have in mind since I was in junior high school. So I'm just gonna do it now because I can design, I can draw, and I can do programming. So I just decided to do it, and I'm gonna record the whole process. I know it is important to document everything you do, to describe what you're doing, why you're doing, the idea behind it, and also it's really like documenting everything helps yourself to understand and to remember what you've been doing in the project. So it's really important to document everything, and I think it's a good idea to keep the document in the video format as well, so that you don't really have to type everything. It's just a YouTube video, you can just look back anytime. So that's why I'm doing it right now, and I'm gonna title this videos as making tactics RPG with JavaScript. I don't know if tactics is a word here. I'm just gonna quickly Google it. Yeah, tactical RPG. So I'm gonna make this YouTube series called Tactical RPG, right? And I'm not gonna use any game engine such as Unity or Unreal, just because I know how to use JavaScript, and I have done some work with Unreal, but I'm just gonna go with JavaScript because it's the best language that I know apart from PHP. And yeah, I'm just gonna do it because I think I can. And if there's a moment where I find it difficult or I can't achieve certain things with JavaScript, I might move to some game engines, but for now I think I'm going to just stick to JavaScript. I think what language you're going to use to make a project, the language selection isn't really too important. And the important thing is the algorithm and the logic. If you know what you're doing in one language, you can just convert it into a separate language very easily, as long as you have solid idea about the logic. So okay, let's go. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the stack here. I'm going to use SvelteKit framework because I love it. I use SvelteKit for most of my projects these days. I still have some old project that I built with PHP, but I'm thinking of just refactoring everything into SvelteKit because it's just so good, and so it just helps me write less code. And also A-Frame, it's 3D graphic framework for web browsers. I have been using A-Frame quite a while because I was working on some metaverse system. I can write maybe in everything in 3JS, but like the SvelteKit, using A-Frame helps me write less code. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna start. Okay, right, tactical. Ogre was the game that I was obsessed, and basically it's a tactics ogre. Right, so it's a game from Super Nintendo. It looked like this. It uses a 3D environment and convert it to 2D, but I'm just going to use A-frame to draw everything out for me. I'm going to start with maybe creating an app. Okay, so this is my so I'm just gonna go to sites and what make a Svelte kit app, right? I'm gonna just name it tactical RPG. What is it? Svelte kit? Yes. TypeScript? Yes. ESLint linting. Yeah, why not? V-test. Yeah, I will just try some V-test as well. I have done some tests with what is it? Puppeteer, but maybe I can just try the same with V-test this time. Okay, it's done. CD tag. Okay, so the project is made. Let's go to A-frame and npm install A-frame, right? Okay. Oh, right. I think I'm gonna just go to let's do this. What's happening? Spell check. There's A-frame environment component that I always use. Yes, this is it. Because it just makes it easier for you to create to set up an environment. Because it has if you enter some parameters, it would just generate the light and the sky and everything else automatically. So it just helps my time. npm install A-frame environment. It's simple. Okay. 49 packages. Wow, it took a long time. Okay, so I'm just going to do environment component. Maybe there are some other component that I may want to install. I think it's maybe I haven't really done this. That's why it took so long. Was it okay? Up to date. Yes, that's right. Let's see if it works. Localhost 5, right. 5173, right? Okay, it's working. Okay, so it looks good. I'm just gonna move this window to the right, and I'm gonna open the VS Code and position it to left and go to folder. Tactical RPG. Okay. Good. So right. So this is about default project. It has some tests. Right. Because I enable the test and stuff.